What's good, everyone? It's Phenom. Today I am bringing you guys a gameplay from my buddy Sully, also known as Felix. So this is a 57-3 domination gameplay using the MK14, and he absolutely tears it up this game. So giving you guys a little bit of background knowledge, this is actually on the PC, which is pretty damn cool if you ask me, because I usually don't talk to people who are on the PC, so getting new content like this is always a pleasure, and it's always fun to just see the differences in consoles, because, or just the differences in, gaming. I'm not sure if PC players like it to be called consoles, but, regardless, just different systems, whether you're on the PC, the PS3, the Xbox, we're all gamers at the end of the day, so I really don't like when people get in all this beef talking about, PS3 is better, no, Xbox is better. I mean, each one has its own, benefits, and some aspects of the systems might be a little bit better or worse than others, but that's just part of the experience. I mean, if they were all the same, then there'd be nothing unique about them, and no one would, there would only be really one to choose from. So they have to make it unique in some way. So, Xbox has the very nice, game chat. You can talk to people in a chat, even if you're not in the same game. PS3, that was kind of the downside of that, and I experienced that firsthand. You can't really talk to groups of people, unless you're on like the dashboard or whatever it's called on the PS3. I don't even remember really, which is really pointless, to be honest. But each system has its own benefits, so I'm sure PS3 has its own benefits that I just can't remember right at this point in time. And I know PC has its benefits, and I also know that by talking to Felix, PC also has had some really annoying parts of it. I know that a lot of hackers apparently run rampant on the PC, which I'm sure can be extremely annoying. So, I'm sure there are also a lot of other things that the PC has to offer that, the PS3 and Xbox just don't have. So that's just what, makes gaming unique, and, talking to other people who have different systems is always a nice conversation. So as far as this gameplay goes, now this is actually my first time watching this, so I actually had skipped to see how good the gameplay truly was, and when I saw 57-3, I'm like, wow, this dude is an absolute beast. I know that this guy has been subbed to me for quite a while, and I know that he's been a very loyal sub, so big shout out to Sully, aka Felix. I really appreciate you sending me this gameplay. It's a really good gameplay, guys. So from what I can tell so far, the way he runs the map, it's very effective. Now, you can tell that he's pretty much dead accurate with this MK14, and I say that, of course, as he precisely kills his opponent from a long range with the headshot to pick it up. And he's also rocking the C4, which is awesome. You guys know how much I love C4s. You guys know how much I love using them and how effective I can be with them. So, big ups to Felix for also using the C4. So, I also noticed that from watching other PC gamers, it just looks like their accuracy is just absolutely flawless. That's just something that I've noticed. I've actually become a fairly big fan of what is his name? Preston, TBNR Frags. He is a pretty big PC gamer, and he is fucking amazing. His accuracy is ridiculous. Now, I'm not sure how they record these games, because on PS3 and Xbox, the theater mode can sometimes make your aim look really good, and other times it can make your aim look like a 2-year-old's. Like you're just kind of like sprinting around, with no real rhyme or reason behind what you're doing. So I'm not sure how PC gamers record their gameplays, but regardless, one thing is for sure. PC gamers seem to really know what they're doing, and I think a lot of PC gamers take pride in what they do. I think Felix pointed out that most people who play PC get the hang of it fairly quickly. So pretty much everyone who plays PC is really good, and I know that a lot of people have taken pride in PC gaming. They think it's, you know, far superior as far as the quality of the gamers go, because we all know how many noobs there are in, you know, PS3, Xbox, you know, console games. We all know how many noobs there are. I mean, every lobby, it seems, the majority of them are all noobs. So I mean, right now he is absolutely dead accurate with the MK14, and he is controlling the map really well. He's doing something that I always try to do. I always try to run the map like that. I always try to rush because, quite frankly, I don't have the patience to sit in one area. But you know, he's running around very effectively, but he's maneuvering around tight corners, which is good. I'm not sure if he's using tactical or default, but he definitely has quick reflexes if he's using tactical, because you saw him knife two enemies fairly quickly. So I think he did crouch briefly after that. So I think managing to you know, tactically knife and drop shot is something that might be easier on the PC. I'm guessing that it might be a little bit easier than on console games, but as you see, he picked up his MOAB using Specialist, absolutely dead accurate with the MK418. His playstyle is very reminiscent of a lot of the successful domination players that you see. You know, they run the map very, very well, and you know, if they're ever going to spend any amount of time in the middle of the map, they get in, they get out, they get their kills, you know, they do what they need to do, and you know, they get out of that area as soon as possible. And I think that's something that I sometimes have a problem with. I tend to get into these high traffic areas, you know, I'll pick up a nice kill feed, and then I'll get shot in the back or panic knifed or something like that, something just really annoying, and something that, you know, in most scenarios is very difficult to avoid. But what's actually cool about iSulley here is that he is actually from Germany, which is awesome, because my mom has a strong German background, so it's always a pleasure to meet new people from, you know, around the world. And he was actually kind enough to I think transcribe the language. It's, as you guys can see on the screen, it is in English, but he said that there was actually an option to change it from German to English, which is actually really, really cool. I told him that next time maybe you should leave it in German, just because I think that would add a pretty unique touch to it. So let me know what you guys thought of this gameplay. As you can see, his final death comes at the end of the game, and he calls in the MOAB not with enough time. I think he forgot about it. He got on such a nice streak that he forgot about his MOAB. I try to call him out. You know, he was dominating, his team was dominating the entire game, and you know, at the end he had all three flags capped, so I probably would have just called it out earlier, just, you know, to get it out of the way. But, you know, he got the MOAB, he picked up the 57-3 score, which was absolutely amazing. Big shout out to Sully. Make sure to go check his channel out, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoy this. I'm out of here. Take care.